So the tracking number apparently doesn't exist. The branch in Mendoza have messed it up. She can't track it. She has no idea where it is. And she said we should just, like, she's given me her personal number. She said send me, she's emailed. She was like, you need to contact the person who sent it. And I'm like, but they're not there, you know? I explained, I was like, they're travellers and they've gone. Like, what else would they give you anyway, other than he's already sent me the documents? And she was like, oh, it's up to the branches and they've made a mistake. And
fuck's sake.
And the worst thing is it's not even insured for the full amount. So if they lose it, we're still down like half the amount. And she was like, oh, you can come back and check. And I'm like, it's a 2-hour drive for me to come back and check.
Fuck's sake.
So that's shit. Welcome back. As you can see, we are driving and we are very close now to reaching Buenos Aires. And you might be thinking, why on earth have you suddenly changed your plan to go to Buenos Aires when that was never something that was on the cards? But more things have broken. But to you,
everything's broken. It'd be easy to say what hasn't broken at this point. Our battery charger's broken. Our wallet is working, but not very well. My phone's broken. The stereo's broken.
the stereo now lives like this permanently.
Is the cat broken? Are you broken? Maybe.
The main reason for us changing the plan yet again is because Buenos Aires has the only distributor for wallets in the entire of South America, and when it started playing up again, we decided that it was time to give it to the professionals, because what I did was clearly not enough. So we're going to drive there and drop it off and let someone else deal with the problem.
We're making a quick detour on the way because we mentioned in our last video we've made arrangements with a guy to buy a battery charger in Chile, which he has done. He's brought it into Argentina and he's posted it ahead to Buenos Aires. So we're going to pick that up first, and then we are going to pass our dirty used Wallace over to hopefully get it sorted, because we are going to need that bad boy in Patagonia.
We're pretty used to getting attention driving around in Ruby, but here she is getting all the love. Like, every person is honking at us and beeping at us and coming up and taking photos, and like they've never seen a Kombi before, which is kind of funny because we're actually quite close to Brazil and everything, but she's getting the proper celebrity treatment. Do you feel popular?
I do, yeah. Everyone's like, where are you from? The US? No. Canada? No. Where? England? England?
Yeah, I was a little concerned about how we'd be received as English people in Argentina. I didn't know if we'd get some quite unfriendly people because the Falklands and all of that thing, and you see a lot of the signs around and it's still quite prominent, but nobody so far has been even slightly negative towards us, which is nice. So I can only deduce that it's because I cleaned her. Don't you think?
I mean, you
Yeah.
can do a good job on the windscreen.
Cats.
Bugs.
Bad cat. You're bad cat. It's just your average road junction. Makes absolutely no sense.
I hate cities. I hate them. Buenos Aires.
Yeah, this is not
What
Buenos.
the fuck is this?
Get ready for some rage, folks. It's coming. So the tracking number apparently doesn't exist. The branch in Mendoza have messed it up. She can't track it. She has no idea where it is. And she said we should just, like, she's given me her personal number. She said send me, she's emailed. She was like, you need to contact the person who sent it. And I'm like, but they're not there, you know? I explained, I was like, they're travellers and they've gone. Like, what else would they give you anyway, other than he's already sent me the documents? And she was like, oh, it's up to the branches and they've made a mistake. And
Fuck's sake.
And the worst thing is it's not even insured for the full amount. So if they lose it, we're still down like half the amount. And she's like, oh, you can come back and check. And I'm like, it's a 2-hour drive for me to come back and check.
Fuck's sake.
So that's shit.
I really feel like crying right now, but I'm determined to try and document the rest of the day. We've come to where Google says the supplier for the Wallaces, and it's a residential street, so I'm not quite sure whether we're in the right place or not. I just got that feeling now we're going to hand it to them if we eventually find them, and they're going to look at it and they're going to tell us something important's broken and it's going to cost us a lot more money. And I'm just fed up. I really feel like all we ever do is move a little bit, break something, fix it, and then move a little bit more, and then it just repeats itself. And we kind of got to the point now where we have to finish it. Like, we've come too far to just stop, but it just feels like we're doing the trip for the sake of doing the trip, and we're not enjoying it like we should be. And it just breaks my heart now. Like, all like we ever do is worry about money, and we work so hard to try and build our Patreon and to improve our things like YouTube, to try and bring in some extra money. And YouTube's actually doing worse this year, and it's not growing. Less people like it, less people are commenting, nobody's sharing it. It just feels like we're here alone now, just kind of pushing south for the sake of pushing south. I just wanted a few months of not worrying about our bank balance and maybe treating ourselves a bit, going out for a meal again, and maybe paying to do some interesting activities rather than just wild camping on streets and stuff, and then repairing stereos and heating and battery chargers and fuck knows, man. Just fed up. Right, we have dropped the Wallace off with Juan, who's a really nice German guy, I think he's German, not that he's nice. He's going to strip it all apart and try and flush it out, and hopefully in a couple of days it's running again. Right now I'm just expecting the worst, so let's see. We've still got a lot of other things we need to do, so best get going, right? We just had a message.
So I messaged I haven't got my words together.
Lady at the counter.
Yeah, I WhatsApped her. She said It's in the warehouse. They're going to find it and send it to me at this depot. So that's good. Like, okay, we have a line of contact, but I'm not too.
Until it's on the system and it's.
Yeah, until something
someone
else.
Someone said, yes, here it is. There's a photo of it. She says they need to
find it still, so it's not like they've actually got it yet. So. At least we have a line of communication.
Watch the space.
So yeah, hoping, really hope that I was so worried that this was going to happen, but then what can you really do? Like, either you trust them or you just don't do it at all. So yeah, let's hope it doesn't come back and bite us in the arse, basically.
We're gonna see it. We're gonna see the sea. We're gonna see. There's the sea. I saw the sea.
Which sea?
Fun fact: we haven't seen this sea since way back in Florida, I believe. That, my friends, which you will see in a minute, is the Atlantic Ocean, which is mental. We've seen the Gulf of Mexico, the Pacific, the Caribbean Sea, and now we are going to see the Atlantic Sea. I feel like I'm saying sea a lot.
I'll stop you. Where is it? Where is it?
Oh, the rage. My rage fixed the horn though. I want to find that clip. Oh, it worked. I like the fact that I still tried to use it even though I know it didn't work.
We can find it, you beating the steering wheel, and we'll just stick it in. All we wanted to do was go into the park, which is supposedly the quietest spot. Here to free camp, it looks pretty bad, not gonna lie. And then some guy blocked the turning, so we went round, and now we're going to do a 10-minute detour to try and get back to the same place that we were originally trying to get to. But my point here really is that the traffic in this city is mental. Like, this road is this many lanes, so it's 5 lanes each way.
Give me a horrible dirt road any day of the week. Ones where we break Ruby, I feel like I'm going to die here.
And everyone's merging lanes like an utter moron, and there's 5 lanes to deal with. And I need a beer or like half a bottle of gin. Just want to stop.
Motherfucker.
Look at this shit. And I should point out that this isn't even like the ring road either, right? This is like just the street in there. It's not even the big road. So maybe we ditch the car and take the bikes. I don't know.
Oh, fuck me, man.
Vicious. Right. This time you're going to go in there whether or not it's for us. I don't care. Right, this is where we tried to come last time. Now we got here again after some rather
Angry, coming back on ourselves.
and some rather poor lane choices towards the end, because you have to be in this special lane. So, okay, now we're made it to the ting.
There's a place I don't even really want to be.
Let's see. How do you... Are you shitting me?
Oh. This isn't even the right one. I should have gone in that one.
Okay, so we wanted to go there, but there's a plant pot in the way and we can't go there, and now we have to go around and do the whole loop all over again.
Got no cold beers.
Because Google decided to send us down completely the wrong road, and despite the fact that this park is huge, there's only like one way into it, and I don't even really want to park here. Damn it. Right, third time lucky. I don't know. Yeah, do it. Just fucking do it. Just don't kill that man. Don't get arrested. Okay, well that saved us 10 minutes. Right, this time make sure you go in the weird lane.
Yeah, and then just cut in there anyway. They must be watching us being like, what the fuck are you doing?
Probably. Just want to go inside.
And then the pedal sticks. Why? This is the worst fucking day ever, man. Why go in that fucking lane and stop everyone who wants to go left?
The stupid thing is, you're actually in the right lane as well, like, because we have to go in the weird lane over there.
Exactly.
So,
That's why I didn't go to the far left one. I tried to do the second one, and everyone tried to cut around me.
Yeah, but this is why you need a dash cam, because you're just so easy to have an accident in this
I really wish we had the back one as well, so you could show if there was an accident. Like, look, all of these guys, fucking, what I was supposed to do.
What stupid ideas was this?
I don't even want to camp here. This is way too close to the road for us.
I know, we're not going to be able to let the cats out. But then what else can we really do?
I think we need to find, because we don't need a spot with a toilet.
Okay, well maybe we just do this to one night and then we'll take them out on their leads.
If they get out, we're fucked.